Hello. So today I wanted to talk about different ways to overcome writer's block and how I've used these different tools throughout my undergraduate degree for academic publications, for essays and coursework, and even for my own personal articles on my website. So I initially got this experience through being an English tutor in community college and then offering mentorship to peers throughout my time at my university. And so first off, I will say, if you have somebody with you, try to talk out the ideas with them first. And especially like when I mentor students and they say, I have this idea, I know what I want to say, but I can't get it on paper. So we'll start out verbally and I start with a prompted question, just what you're supposed to write about, so start with the first part of it. And then usually they're able to tell me everything that they know about it, and I'm like, okay, that's great, write that down. And it's almost like they need to be told to write it down. They need that like initiation. And so if you're able to figure out minimal prompts and talk with somebody about it, you can kind of realize that in the conversations you're having, that is literally the essay that you're going to end up writing, but just with a little bit more formula and structure. And if you don't have people around, I would say that, well, what I do is I actually just did this today for a scholarship essay. I had all these ideas. I had to reformat a lot of my thesis statements, and so I recorded a video of myself and tried to say everything that I wanted to add to my essays, because I have former examples, but I don't have this new version. So I said, okay, I know that this is a solid statement, but this is everything that's changed since then. And so then it was about a 9-minute video, and I listened back to it, and then I took out my laptop and I wrote down the notes of the most relevant points that I needed to make in the new essay, and then did that with bullet points, tabbed indents for the extra points that I made. And yeah, it ended up giving me like a whole outline for my scholarship essay, and I finished writing it today. It's like 5 paragraphs and it went great. Not everybody can do that though, so what about the second option? Don't mind my cat. So I think of divergent writing exercises, and which basically just means like, I often tell people you should journal if you don't know what to write, or you should brainstorm a bit, and you start with the initial point, like literally say the title of the paper or like the title of the course or the point you want to make, and then don't even try to think about how to formally write it out yet, because that's a future process. You have to think about just letting everything out on paper in order to best figure out like what the whole point is. And so with divergent writing, it's basically like when we think of the word convergent, we have 2 points that are converging together. It's very specific. But with divergent thinking, divergent means you're going outwards. And so when I do a divergent writing exercise, it's kind of just brain dumping onto paper. And it doesn't have to be final, but it can definitely help you get a running start to know that it's very low stakes. There's not a lot of consequences. Nobody has to see that document except yourself. My third point, if you know what you have to write, so a scholarship essay, a graduate school admissions essay, a cover letter, things like that, you have examples at your fingertips, i.e. the internet. So definitely look at existing literature and good examples of writing and try to see what's worked for other people in the past. What is considered a successful example? And you can definitely try to mimic that and then slowly integrate your own points and style into your work. Lastly, this is taboo maybe, but I'm very pro AI. When in doubt, I would say have a conversation with ChatGPT. So I definitely do that to figure out my thoughts sometimes, like on new research ideas. I'll start at the conversation, because it references whatever you've input to it. And I'll say, this is the topic that I'm really interested in. These are my previous skills. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. And I'll just write out a couple paragraphs for it. And then, it's like, oh, that's really nice. That's great. Like, here's some different directions you could go with that. And I definitely don't recommend copy and pasting exactly what they say. I prefer to use it for essay outlines or to say, how would I break this up into manageable pieces for my writing, or like what's a good, can you give me essay prompts to start for this problem? And it's been really great, honestly, because it's like, who tutors the English tutor? So I thought it's been a really great resource. And yeah, I think that everybody's able to write what they feel and what they think. But it's kind of just like a tool. It's a skill that you have to master with time. And eventually you become so comfortable with your writing voice that it's not this hard thing to start anymore. Just like anything else, it comes with practice and experience. And so I really hope that this can help y'all if you're pursuing professional development or trying to open new doors for opportunity. And if you have any questions, hit me up online. I have all of my resources on my website, my YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you so much for listening and experiencing me and my cats. Have a great day. Bye.